This
is
the
court
case
Swann
v
Charlotte
Mecklenburg
Board
of
Education,
and
it
is
a
civil
rights
case
dealing
with
integration
in
North
Carolina. The national government in the 1960s thought a tactic in order to integrate schools was to do it by busing in districts. After the civil rights movement, schools were still in a unpurposely segregated, and lawmakers thought a way to end this was to put kids in the schools that they were close to, no matter what their ethnicity is.
This case took place in North Carolina, and for the most part, North Carolina was pretty moderate when it came to desegregation, and it didn't really have a problem with it. However, it wasn't working out in Charlotte Mecklenburg County because they found that all the African Americans lived in one place and all the white individuals lived in one place. So by using districts in the school system, they were still very unpurposely segregated.
They felt like purposely putting children in schools based on their skin color was unethical and against moral code, so they chose not to do that. The NAACP was the one who brought up the case in court in behalf of a 6-year-old named James Swann and 9 other families who felt the school was unfairly segregated.
In district court, it was ruled in favor of Mecklenburg County because nowhere in the Constitution did it say that there had to be racial mixing in schools. After this ruling, the case was then picked up again by Judge McMillan, who was a Supreme Court justice, and he decided to hear this case at the Court of Appeals level. He ruled that busing was the only way to fulfill the requirement of desegregation. Mecklenburg petitioned to have the Supreme Court hear this case.
In 1971, the Supreme Court ruled in Swann v. Charlotte Mecklenburg Board of Education that school districts may bus students to other schools to end the pattern of all black or white educational institutions.
Chief Justice Warren Burger provided the opinion of the court, and its decision was unanimous. They decided to uphold busing programs that aim to speed up the racial integration of public schools in the United States. So Swann won.
Brown v. Board of Education was the case that declared segregation in schools unconstitutional. However, it made little progress in the actual desegregation of schools. The question at hand was whether or not federal courts were constitutionally authorized to oversee desegregation of state schools. The power to establish and regulate schools is a reserved power. However, the Supreme Court ordered that the school system use busing in order to integrate schools and comply with the decision of Brown v. Board of Education.
The majority opinion was given by Chief Justice Warren Burger. He said that this is what Brown v. Board of Education was all about. These cases present us with the problem of defining, in more precise terms than before, the scope of the duty of school authorities and district courts in implementing the decision in Brown v. Board, and the mandate to eliminate dual systems and establish unitary systems at once. There was no minority opinion because the ruling was unanimous.
Basically, to wrap it up, by being able to bus students to schools outside their district, this allowed for more rapid integration in schools. This ruling also implemented racial quotas and attendance zones, all aimed to achieve a more integrated educational system.